So today we're working on a 2000 Nissan Altima. Correction. Today we're working on a 2002 Nissan Altima 4-cylinder. Right now we're changing the valve cover gasket because it has major leaks. The coil pack connectors, those are actually broken, so it's causing a very big misfire. So we have these. I'm going to de-pin them and just reuse the connector itself. And the spark plug grommet, which is this one, the tube. For some reason I couldn't find them separately. It was actually cheaper to buy the whole valve cover. Go figure. So I'm going to be putting those in, come with a new PCB valve, and that should fix the problem with this car. It just has a misfire at idle where it just shut off. So the first process is to loosen these. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to take these out, change the connectors, make sure everything starts, and then we'll change the spark plug and the valve cover gasket. So this is basically what's going on. The connectors, the wire is actually pulling out the connector because the retainer clip is actually broken. You should be able to see it. So we're just going to switch out the wires into the new connectors, and then that should just make everything run smoothly. So they're brittle and old, so I'm just going to change all four. These are very cheap, so it's not that big a deal. So the first thing we have to do is pull out this white clip, and then we'll have access to the pin so we could actually pull these cables out. So as you can see, we took the clips out. They were kind of a pain. Everything broke inside. So we have the new one. This is the actual order. So we're just going to slide them in one by one. And they should clip in place. So this should not be a problem. Just got to straighten this middle one out. And then everything should clip in place. We put the white retainer clip back in. Then we just basically plug everything together. So all the clips were changed. Now we're just going to start it up to see if the misfire goes away, which it should. Sounds smooth to me. Before it would just misfiring, sputtering all over the place. Right now it's not doing that, so that's a good sign. Good? Okay, so that's one problem solved. So now we can start with changing the spark plugs and all those gaskets. Oh yeah. You did get the gaskets for these two, right? The little boot?
Yeah, the same thing?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I reckon. So those are ones, I'm going to change these boots because those are also destroyed, as you can see. So now that that's out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking off the valve cover. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts. Just go take off the valve cover, take this off, and there's a PCV valve hose right here. So just gotta clamp for that one. But generally speaking, once that's off, then I'll change the spark plug tube, and slowly we're moving forward. So now we're just popping off the valve cover. Oh. What do I need? I need a flathead. Ha. Negative. Personally, I'll leave these inside so this way nothing falls into the tubes.
That top one, no, it's not connected.
It is. I was trying to be lazy. And it did not work. Turn it on, please. You're better than my nephews. So that's inside the engine. It actually looks fairly clean. Somebody's taking care of it. So what I normally do in this stage, I'll just go over and just inspect everything, make sure, clean the surface, and make sure no debris fell into it. We don't need extra problems. Just clean out the surface. We have a new gasket. See, like these. So I'm talking about. Gotta pull those out. Bad. So this is a new valve cover, nice and clean the whole surface of the engine. So now we're just gonna put everything on.
Spark plugs, change them after.
So the valve cover is on, and now we're taking out the spark plugs. Oh.
A little spicy now.
See, that's why I wish I put it in for you. Giggity. See, stuff like this. This is when I was leaking, as you can see. Got oil and stuff all over it. Ew. Well, that's 3. So there's this last one right here. Number 2 cylinder. Drip. So these are the new ones. They're already sized correctly. So now we're just gonna install them. I didn't realize it's about 100 degrees. And we like the heat, but damn. You better get it out into it. Now, here's the boot. You have to change your boot that are going on the actual coil packs. So that's the next thing we're gonna do. It's popped off like that. It has oil, just gotta clean off the old residue. And most importantly, look to see how the spring is set up inside. So it goes in like this. So just put it in underneath this. Nope, doesn't stick. And it's right there. If you can see it, that's where the spark plug will make contact. So just repeat that same process for the 4 of them. We just install all 4. Now just gonna tighten these down, and then we're gonna start the car up. So that should be the fix for all the vibration, misfire that's going on with this vehicle. And this is a pretty cheap repair. Roughly the boots. See, the connectors are about 12 bucks. The valve cover was about 40, and it comes with the gaskets, so that's pretty cheap. The boots were about $20.
Yeah, all 4.
Yeah, all 4 boots was $20, so you could get this whole complete repair for under $100, and roughly half an hour to an hour of your time at home, and you'll save you a whole lot of money. Because if you go to a shop, this is going to at least be an additional $200-300 just for labor. So yeah. If I were you guys, do this at home. It's tighten down the coil packs, new spark plugs, new coil pack clips, PCV valve, valve cover gasket. Everything was changed. So we should be able to start it up now with absolutely no vibration. Knock on wood. And that should solve this whole problem. So please start her up.
What about this?
So now we're just going to start it up to make sure everything is 100%, no leaks. Smooth. No vibration, everything seems good. But before it was shaking really rough. So that's how you fix a misfire regarding the spark plug valve cover gasket issue. So yeah, that was a successful day and saved the customer a lot of money doing it this way.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.